The transfer deadline obviously is looming. There are reports of a rejected bid from Brentford for Barry Bannon. Is that true? And can you say with confidence that Bannon won't be sold before the window closes?
Yeah, look, with Barry, I've had no communication from the club in terms of anything like that. So in terms of Barry, I had discussions with the club a long time ago in terms of, how important Baz is to what I want to do here. And obviously a big part of giving the captaincy of that, I want to try and put us into the future, So obviously Barry's one of those ones where we're going to try and negotiate, want to offer a new contract and stuff like that. So no, Baz is an important, integral part of moving forward. So Baz knows that. As he's mentioned many times, he loves the club. He enjoys being here and he wants to be part of that future. So as far as it stands today is, Barry knows what I think about him and what the club think about him. And obviously I'm sure that, moving forward, he'd be an integral part of that.
Has there been any further interest in Dominic Iorfa and what are the chances that he stays?
I've received nothing from the club on any of our players. That's where it stands really, as it stands today.
And in terms of incomings, Aidan Flint is a name that has come up. Is he a target?
There's a number of names, as always, in the transfer market that you'll be linked to. I think we've been linked to probably about 200-300 names. We're working to try and find solutions and help strengthen the squad. There's nothing as of yet. We have a couple of days to do that. And if we can, great. Obviously, that's the ideal situation. But obviously, that's in the hands with the guys at the club now. And seeing what we can and what we can't do. So we've got a couple of days left. I'm hopeful that maybe we can do something, but we have to wait and see.
Do you feel like it's an important couple of days, in order to keep the squad together, but also to add to it and to give you, the best chance this season?
I said it all the time, it's important to strengthen the squad regardless, but in our situation, of course it is. But I think, like as anything, in any window, especially in this one, it's not easy. And again, understanding where we're at and what we can and can't do is not easy. So everyone's trying to work as hard as they can to try and find the right solution. So as anything, I'm hopeful of a few solutions to come in. If not, I'll have to deal with that and get on with it. But we've got a couple of days and we'll see what happens with that.
It's been a useful period, this international break. Everything's been so quick, hasn't it? The turnaround from last season to this. Has having a couple of weeks been a good thing?
Yeah, like anything, you use the international breaks to work and try and improve certain things. Remind the players of what they've been doing well as well. And then obviously correct things that we think need to be improved. So we've used this international break wisely and we've done some hard work and tried to prepare as best as we can for this game at the weekend, and then now going into a whole batch of games. So before the next international break. So as always, your hope is that the work that you've been doing in the international break comes out in these games. So we've used the international break wisely. We've worked hard, and all eyes have been on preparation for this game.
And back at Birmingham, what are your thoughts on this game?
Now, look. Again, I've said it a million times, very proud of the work down there and really enjoyed my time down there. And probably just to sum it up is, I went in at a time where the club was in a real danger of relegation. And we managed to do a good job and progress it and move it forward. And as I said, the main aim there when I went in was, there was a lot of disgruntlement amongst everything. And I think at that moment, the club and the fans needed someone who understood the situation and cared about it. And I think those two things I definitely did. And as I said, very proud of the work I've done there. So very good memories.
I don't know if you've talked about this before since you came to Sheffield Wednesday, but every time you go on, you Google your name, a picture of you with a tattoo emerges. I wonder if you could tell us a bit about that story and how that came to be.
Yeah, so it was when I went in there, we had 11 games, I think it was. So we were bottom of the league, and obviously it was a dire situation. So obviously the remit was to keep us up. And then I think we played Fulham on the last game, and I didn't notice at the time. A friend sent it to me straight after the game, but said one of the fans down there had said, if we beat Fulham, he'll get a tattoo of my face on his bum. So I was like, okay, But then we won the game, obviously, and we stayed up. And then my friend sent me the link sort of to it, like what had been said. And then it was like a giving page where he was asking people to pay for it. And I clicked on it after the game, and I seen he was 80 quid short of getting this tattoo. So I paid the £80, and then I stuck the receipt and everything and linked him into Twitter. And I said, "Now you've got no excuses." And then all of the Birmingham fans were getting on him, and like, he ended up having to do it. And then it was the next pre-season, we did like an open day at the stadium for training. And I bumped into him. He was there in the crowd, and then he got it out, showed us it. And the first thought was, it was massive. So there's me thinking he's probably going to get a little one out of the way somewhere. He was all over one whole bum cheek. Like, oh, it was crazy, but it was good. It was funny. It was a good one.
What did you make of the light?
I had to have a photo next to it. So I was a bit like, really, do I want to put my face there? Like, so I was kind of like trying to keep my distance a little bit, but like trying to get the face there. It's good. It was good.
Well, what did you make of the likeness?
Spot on. No, it was good. It wasn't bad, to be fair. It's probably better looking on his bum than my actual face. So yeah, it was all right.